Hi, my name is Joy Gopal Poddar. I'm a crime fiction author and I'm here to talk about my medical thriller, Cancer. Cancer has been published by Authors Press. It was published in 2016. The cinematic adaptation rights are represented by Fiction Sutra. The theme of the book is very relevant to our times, which is the historic discovery of a cure for a disease long plaguing humankind, and how powerful forces are out to grab the scientific breakthrough by a group of young and brilliant researchers for their own mercenary gain, even if it means murdering many times over. I have described the process of discovery in painstaking scientific detail, and I think this is perhaps one of the unique selling propositions of the book. Dr. Jiten Pal is a gifted young doctor fresh out of medical college who wants to find a cure for cancer. With great difficulty, he gets himself accepted into the prestigious Indian Cancer Foundation, ICF for short, to do research with some of the best minds in medicine. However, Jiten soon discovers that he has entered a fascinating yet cold-blooded world of high-stakes cancer research. The ICF is a deadly competitive place. One of Jiten's colleagues at the ICF is a beautiful, half Italian, half Indian doctor with whom he becomes romantically involved. Valeria Das is not only exotically beautiful, she is also a brilliant researcher. They team up to follow some interesting leads left behind by a German Indian doctor from the pre-World War II era. And they unearth a component that may effectively fight breast cancer. Against Valeria's wishes, Jiten also involves the brilliant but sly researcher Dr. Ramesh Shenoy, who later stabs them in the back, later on in the story. Once the young team's discovery becomes public, Jiten and Valeria learn firsthand just how desperate, ruthless, and cutthroat the senior scientists at the ICF are, and how they will stop at nothing to protect their own cancer combative drug studies. Jiten and his colleagues begin testing their new cancer drug on a group of desperate patients, and they soon realize that they are but a few steps away from the most important medical discovery of our time. But then, many of the senior-most doctors at the ICF use all their influence to sabotage this research and steal the findings of this young team. Jiten and Valeria are no pushovers. Stealing their secrets is not going to be an easy task, as the seniors at ICF soon discover. So they hatch a conspiracy to destroy the careers of the young doctors. Leading the conspirators is Dr. Ravinder Khanna, Chief of the Department of Medicine, and Dr. Srinivasan, whose own cancer drug studies, which have dragged on for many years with no concrete results, are now being pushed into the background in terms of funding support because of the successful drug trials of Jiten and his team. Against all odds, Jiten frantically searches for more information in India and in Germany about this wonder drug he has discovered, the missing piece in the breast cancer puzzle, before the ICF bigwigs destroy his and Valeria's career. But the showdown between Jiten and Valeria and the ICF has even greater implications. The life of a highly placed woman in Indian politics, the wife of the Prime Minister of India no less, is in jeopardy. And only Jiten's cancer fighting compound can perhaps help save her life. As the stakes skyrocket, With huge funding sources and very senior reputations at risk, Jitain and Valeria suddenly find their patients, those who were so successfully being tested with their breakthrough new drug and who were showing vast health improvements, the same patients now suddenly dying mysteriously and inexplicably. That's when they realize just how deadly the conspiracy against them is. Then, with their back to the wall, Jitain and Valeria begin a desperate fight back, not just for the cure that could save many hundreds of thousands of lives around the world, not just for their helpless and dangerously at risk patients, but for their very own lives. For the closer Jitain and Valeria get to finding the answer to a complex molecular puzzle that could lead to the long sought after cure for cancer, the more relentlessly they become targets for those who are ready to kill and kill and kill to claim the path breaking and historic discovery as their own. Now, a little about me, Joy Gopal Podar. As I've already mentioned, I'm a crime fiction author. Forbes magazine has listed me as a top 100 celebrity author of India. The newspaper Gulf News has labeled me as India's marathon author. The Limca Book of Records has recognized me as India's fastest published crime fiction author. I have held this national record for 6 years, from 2012 to 2017, beating my own previous record each subsequent year. I have written 18 books. I began writing novels 10 years ago when I turned 50. If you take into account my yet to be published manuscripts, my book count is 24. My fans have uploaded my biography on Wikipedia. My best sellers include The Anniversary Killer, Vanished, Beware of the Night, Mumbai Dreams, Chief Minister's Mistress, my romantic comedy novel, my only romantic comedy novel, Three Mixed Up Men, and the book I've just described, Cancer.